The WBA have suspended Shannon Briggs for 6 months because of his recent failed drug test. He tested positive for dramatically elevated levels of testosterone. Now, I just did another video about Gerald Washington's trainer being suspicious of Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller failed a drug test back in 2014. I believe that was when he was a kickboxer. That wasn't in boxing, that was in kickboxing. Correct me if I'm wrong, when Jarrell Miller failed a test. And Jarrell Miller failed a test for some type of stimulant. It wasn't a steroid or anything like that. It was some type of pre-workout stimulant, which simulates the effects of adrenaline, to my understanding. I did do a little Google search for the ridiculously long name of that particular stimulant, and that's apparently what Jarrell Miller took. Something which simulates adrenaline, and you tend to take it pre-workout back in 2014. Now, Gerald Washington's trainer said that he attributes Jarrell Miller's behavior potentially to performance-enhancing drugs. Well, Shannon Briggs is a guy who I know very, very well in terms of watching his fights over the years. I remember him in his prime when he fought the likes of George Foreman and Lennox Lewis and all those guys. He never behaved back then in his prime the way he behaves now. He wasn't as boisterous or as loud or brash in his prime as he is now. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's down to performance-enhancing drugs, but it could be. I mean, he's tested positive here for, dramatically elevated levels of testosterone. That doesn't surprise me. He seems to be absolutely overflowing with testosterone, the way he behaves. And again, he never behaved like this in his prime. So you do have to wonder. I know he took some time away from boxing after he lost to Vitaly Klitschko to work in Hollywood. He did act in a couple of movies. So perhaps some of the theatrics come from his time that he spent in acting. That's a possible explanation. But at the same time, I remember the build-up to the Vitaly Klitschko fight. He was pretty animated in the build-up to that fight. He wasn't quite the Let's Go champ WWE style character that we see today, but he wasn't far off in the build-up to the Vitaly fight. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, people. 6-month ban. And also, what do you think about the ban? The WBA seemed to be one of the most lenient organizations when it comes to drug bans, because they banned Luis Ortiz for 6 months, and Luis Ortiz already, very shortly after his ban ended, he was back in a position to challenge for the WBA world title again. Right? That's Luis Ortiz. They banned Lucas Brown. Lucas Brown is, I think his ban must be over now. I'm not sure if he's ranked by the WBA again. But again, they banned him for about 6 months. And Shannon Briggs, he's been banned for 6 months. Are the WBA's bans long enough? Maybe that's a rhetorical question, because you know what I think. Drop your comments in the comment section below, people. Hopefully I've given you some food for thought. All right? It's Hatman, I'm out.